So I went back to level in retail with the same skepticism that I had for the past expansions. I wanted to give it a try because just like previous times, it's quite easy to get sucked into the hype. With all my Wrath of the Lich King characters ready for phase 2, I think it's the perfect time to level all the way up to 70, try the endgame content, and do an honest review for the latest WoW expansion, Dragonflight. For today's first impressions, I hopped on my new account, fresh server, no gold, no heirlooms, no friends, and started a new adventure. Keep in mind that whatever you see and hear in this video is from the perspective of someone that barely touched retail in the past decade. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we? The starting zone, specifically 1 to 10, felt great, pretty much similar to Classic. I followed the RXP guide through the Undead starting zone, to Brill, Undercity, and finished with the Eversong Woods. Got to level 11 and took the BFA intro. And this is where it reminded me how bad can it be to be held hostage into cinematics and have to follow NPCs for extended periods of time, giving you little freedom and too much responsibility. I mean, what MMO puts a level 11 noob with a task to save the world? A bit too much, I think. I pushed through and finally RXP sent me to Silverpin Forest, a place I was familiar with. Got the level 10 riding skill and questing became fun again. This was the point where I discovered the new talent system, and I feel like this is one of the good features added into the game, because it gives some sort of power progression, which as you delve deep into it, your character will get significantly stronger and more complex to play. I continued my adventures in Silverpin Forest, finished the 110 steps from RXP guide, which got me to level 20. From the initial questing, I've managed to get more than enough gold to grab the level 20 100% riding skill and have leftover gold to scout the auction house for a bunch of upgrades. So far I was playing for a couple of hours, and compared to previous expansions I did not feel tired or exhausted. The game was relatively challenging, not a lot of instant gratification, upgrades felt like they were earned, and to tell you the truth, the mage felt weaker compared to other expansions like TBC or Wrath of the Lich King. Although I've managed to acquire decent equipment and build somehow a decent spec, whenever I pulled more than 5 mobs it resulted ultimately in a corpse run. Maybe I'm a noob when it comes to retail, but as a new player there is definitely some sort of challenge that keeps you immersed while leveling. I'm pretty sure that as you advance in levels, the classes will get stronger by the nature of the new talent system, a system that keeps me curious for potential builds at max level. I kept playing until I finished the 213 steps from RXP into Zuldazar, which got me to level 30 and 900 gold. I was already 6 hours into the session, went to Orgrimmar and purchased the flying skill, and remained with 500 extra gold to spend on potential auction house upgrades or save for the epic flying skill, which will be about 5000 gold. This gold might not mean much for the regular players, but from the perspective of a new or returning player, it feels quite good. People on stream ask me why I play retail, and I have 3 reasons. The first reason is that I want to expand the channel in more than just Classic, dilute it a bit into the MMO genre, cover future games like Ashes of Creation or the Riot MMO. Retail seems to be the closest game that is similar to Classic, and this would be a start. Second reason, I have access to the RXP guide, which makes coping with leveling much easier. Hence, I don't have to struggle figuring out how and where to level, I just follow the arrow. The guide is obviously not required to level, I just find it to be the best add-on when it comes to leveling. Time is important to me, I level a lot of characters, efficiency is key. If you're interested in getting one of these guides for Dragonflight or Wrath of the Lich King, make sure to use the link in the description and get 5% off on every purchase with the code Frostadamus. And the third reason, the thirst for something new. Lately I've been playing a lot of Classic, multiple characters, and it tends to get a bit repetitive. After today's session, I'm not entirely sure if retail, the game is good, or if my brain wants to think so because the hype or the need to experience something new. I find myself with excitement on how the game will be from 60 to 70, anxiety that I might not reach level 60 in time, and also a bit of curiosity on how the talent build will turn out. I think they hooked me, boys. Save yourselves while you still can. With that being said, I wish you a great launch. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and if you're interested in a follow-up, or leave a like and a comment if you're interested in the add-on pack. Thanks again, until next time, stay frosty. Bye bye!